Hey everyone. So the last portion of exercise 1 is to illustrate an image utilizing a photograph. And this is a tool called AiMageTrace. Now to do this you need to place an image. In order to place an image you need to go to File, Place. Now I have supplied an image for you to try with, so go ahead and download the image Goldfish pic, and that will be your tool to practice with me. So we're going to go to Place, and I'm going to click where I want my image to be, and I'm clicking and dragging so the form will fit my fish. So there's my fish, and with my form, whenever you place an image, there's going to be a series of options that happen up here at top. What I'm going to ask you to pay attention to is the word Image Trace. Go ahead and click that button. When you do, it's going to illustrate, this is the default version of the black and white. Now, there's an options you can go to right here that looks like a little notepad called the Image Trace panel. When you click this, it will open this little panel window with all the options available. Let's go ahead and take a look at the presets, which are the variations in which the computer has already set for us to do the image trace. I'm going to start by looking at the 3 color. You can see the variations of that image. You can go to 6 color, which looks looking pretty good. 16 color. Get a little bit more of that translucency, right? With the appearance of how it overlays with the color. Now let's say you want something in between. A great option is that you can alter the number here so it can be less or more. You can type it in, simply put something like 12, or you can slide it. Maybe it's 8. If color is not a variation you want to do, maybe you want to do shades of gray. This is a great variation you can try. You can also do a logo. Now, the problem with dealing with some of the black and white variations is that there's sometimes not enough contrast, and that's where threshold comes in. You can do less or more of the image to show. These are great, quick ways to get silhouettes of the form if the background's not too complex. You can also just go straight to the shortcut of silhouette. There you go, and you can adjust, get more or less. So it's good to try and play with the different variations. Once you're happy with something, I'm going to go ahead and go back to that 6 color, and you're happy, and you want to now start manipulating or changing it. What you want to do is expand this. What this does is right now this is currently an image. Okay, I can tell it's an image 2 ways. One is there's no anchor points when you hover over the form. 2, if I go to View and check Outline, you will see an empty box. That's letting you know there's no shapes, there's no graphic anchor points, point signs, planes, anything happening here. This is just a link to an image. Another important thing you have to remember when you go back to preview is that when you have an image in Illustrator, these are links. And what I mean by that is the image is just here if it's on your USB key or if it's accessible. If you were to take this document without the fish document, but just the Adobe Illustrator AI file and go to another computer, you would have a problem seeing the fish. If you turn in your assignment to me like this, with your image that you've created for your image trace, I will not see anything when you turn it in. You need to do one of 2 things. One is include the image, or 2, expand it. When you click on the word expand, it turns everything into shapes. These are point signs and planes. Now you can edit and manipulate the forms in individual anchor points. So I can click off here and click on a specific point or background. if I select the white, now I can simply hit delete, and now I'm left with just my fish. So now I have a nice clean form if I were to hover this here, and I can grab my fish and move it around. And as you can see, I no longer have my big white background. That's a nice clean presentation. Now another great tool to show you when you have the live trace, or I should say now it's called the image trace, form up is the magic wand tool. Now with the magic wand tool, it's a form of selecting, just like you would with the black arrow or the white arrow tip. It's a form of selecting, but the difference is rather than it selecting anchor points, it's selecting based off color. So it's grabbing everything within that document that's that one color. So you can see it selected the orange, or maybe I'm going to change it and now I'm selecting the light orange color, or maybe I want to go to the gray. It doesn't matter if the objects are touching or if they're completely far apart from each other. It's selecting that one color. So now I can select this color by double clicking on my fill icon. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to change the color. Now I can do red. That's kind of pinky, huh? Red. Choose OK. Now I have the red part of that. So you can see how quick and efficient working with shapes and then going to image trace and the combination of the two or individually can give you a successful quick solution. Go ahead and try to do the fish yourself. Once you're comfortable and you've successfully placed an image, created an expanded version of this, maybe change the color, move some anchor points around, manipulate it in some way, or maybe remove the background, try the next step in the exercise.